Hello, it's Linda Brumble at Honestly Real Real Estate at Remax Jazz, and I am dressed warm. It's not because it's winter, it's because the market is cooling. So is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? It's a good thing, and here's why. It's a good thing because let's face it, the last few years, at some point in time, somebody had to put the brakes on. Houses are crazy. And this is coming from somebody who makes a commission off a percentage. So it's actually to my benefit that the house is going up. And I'm telling you that it's a little crazy. So here's the thing. From the buyer's point of view, it's obvious why it's crazy and why it's a good thing that it's slowing down for the buyers. Even though interest rates are going up, buyers are less likely to get in this stupid competition for multiple offers where things are getting listed for $7 and selling for $9 or $9.50, and it's like people are just picking numbers out of the air and hoping for the best. It's not a realistic way to buy a house. You should buy a house based on market value, but when market value is so crazy, how do you do that? I also think it's a good thing for buyers that things slow down a bit, and things are actually selling under asking rather than over. Don't get me wrong, there's still listings out there that are priced below market that are. There was one in Oshawa last week that had like 30 something offers. It was $5.99 and sold mid-7s. So it just depends on the listing. Some listing agents are catching up and listing things at market or around market, and things that are listed for $7.50 are selling for $7.40. The good thing about that for a buyer as well is a buyer can actually put conditions in an offer, and they're not in multiples. They can take their time. They can have a chance to make sure they've got their financing. I don't know how somebody can go into a $700,000 listing, bid $950 with no conditions and hope that maybe the appraisal comes in at $950 and they can get financing before closing. It's better for the buyer to have that opportunity. And it's also better for the buyer to be in a position that they can maybe do a home inspection and check it out a little bit more before just lunging, because it's a crazy market and they have to lunge or they'll have nowhere to live. As far as sellers go, it's not a bad thing for sellers either. I know some sellers, but story time. I grew up in Oshawa, and my parents had a house that they sold mid-90s in Oshawa, Pinecrest area, Roslyn Square. A beautiful house, like 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,500 square feet. Gorgeous house. So they listed it right before the downturn, and they listed it for $250, and my dad and mom got an offer for $225, and they refused it. It's too low. My dad wanted $245. He was going to take $225. Didn't sell. The following year, it sold for $168,000. My dad was not happy. But here's the thing. You got to live somewhere. So when they sold to downsize. And the house that they downsized to, they bought for $125,000. If they would have bought it the year before, it would have been $175,000, $180,000. They would have had to have a mortgage for $175,000, $180,000 as opposed to $125,000. So either which way, it worked out, right? They might have sold for less, but they bought for less. And better you buy for less. Even if the interest rates are high, interest rates can come down. The house price that you buy on closing, that will never change. So better you buy lower with a little higher interest rate, as long as you can afford the monthly payments. Because if the interest rates go down, great. But house price that you paid on closings, never going to go down. That's what you paid. So at the end of the day, the craziness needed to stop anyway. I guess that's my point. So anyway, I thought I'd just fill you guys in and share some stuff with you. And you guys have a great day. If you're looking to buy or sell in Durham or Hastings, I sold in the cottage country too. You let me know. It's Linda Brumble, honestly, real estate.